What's good, guys? How is it going? So, guys, let's do first of all, back with another one on Chuck D Football TV. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Please like, comment, subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications when I release videos. Keep it locked on this channel. And if you are not new to my channel, if you're used to my channel, um, thank you for subscribing and keeping it locked on this channel. All that good stuff, all that preppy stuff. So why am I here? I'm here to do like a Premier League roundup for the weekend, at least for today, Saturday, the Premier League games that went on today. And yeah, not just the Premier League games, but La Liga games as well. Just a quick it's something I want to incorporate on this channel, where on on the Premier League weekends, at the end of the day, I do a Premier League roundup just to go through the games that were played and the score lines and all that stuff. So let's start with the first one, the first game of today that took place early. I think it was 12:30 kickoff. I actually watched the game. It was the Manchester United versus Brentford. Manchester United lost 3-1 to Brentford, and it was a very interesting game. It was a very interesting game. The game was played at the GTEC Stadium, which is Brentford's home stadium, and a very interesting game. Brentford, scored an early goal. Igor Thiago, he scored the first goal at as early as 8 minutes, and then in the 20th minute, he scored another goal to up the tally 2-0. And very 6 minutes later, Benjamin Sesko scored a goal for Manchester United, which made the scoreline 2-1. And this is Benjamin Sesko's first goal since he came to Manchester United, which I'm sure the guy was probably happy about that. Then in the 90 plus 5 minutes, Manchester United conceded another goal. A goal scored by what's his name? I don't even know, but I can't remember his name, but I remember Henderson. No, what am I even saying? Jensen scored the third goal for Brentford. Because I'm using my laptop, so I'm just looking at showing different things. Anyways, Matthias Jensen scored the third goal for Brentford. Very, very incredible goal. A banger. The way he cuts in from the left wing and walloped that ball. And one thing I realized during that game is that Manchester United need to get a keeper. They need to get a new keeper in January. The current keeper they have now he's not good enough. Manchester United need to, and let me see what are they. Can I check the table? What Manchester United is on the table right now? Because Manchester United they are 14th on the table. Manchester United are currently 14th on the table. Brentford is 13th. With the way Manchester United are going, it looks like by January they might be in the bottom three. With the way they are going, they are not having a good stint so far. They are really not having a good stint so far. Manchester United have played 6 games and have lost 3 so far this season. They've lost 3, drawn 2. No, drawn 1 and won 2 games this season so far. They are not doing well. They're having like I said, maybe by January or so they might be bottom 3 with the way they are going, because it seems like every game Manchester United play, they are just bound to lose. It's not surprising anymore that they are losing games, which is crazy. So that was the first game of the day. The next game was Chelsea versus Brighton. Chelsea lost. It's crazy that all the big teams, lost today, or well, aside from City and Tottenham. Tottenham drew, but most of the big teams lost today. At least the big names in the Premier League. Manchester United, Chelsea, Brighton. Chelsea also lost 3-1. It's crazy. Same scoreline as Manchester United. And I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that game. I watched the highlights of that game. And how we went was Chelsea actually took the lead in the 24th minute with Enzo Fernandez scoring a goal. Chalobah got a red card. It seems like Chelsea in their last two games now, against Manchester United, they got a red card. Their keeper got a red card early on, and now against Brighton, another red card. Chelsea need to beef up their defense in January. They really need to make some signings because defensively they have been poor. Defensively, Chelsea have really been shaky. Even the Jared Hato they bought from Ajax ain't really doing anything. Like, he isn't really cutting it at the moment. So they really need to beef up that defensive back four, especially in the center back areas. So Chelsea took the lead in 24 minutes with Enzo Fernandez, and in the 77th minute, Danny Welbeck, he actually came in as a substitute, and he scored. For some reason, he always seems to like to score against Chelsea, which is very crazy. So so Danny Welbeck scored the first goal he actually scored 2 goals in the game. He scored the first and the last goal. The first goal he scored was in the 77th minute, and the second goal was by Kuipers. He scored the second goal in the 90 plus 2 minutes, basically the 92nd minute. And then in the 90 plus 10 minutes, Welbeck scored another goal, making it 3-1. So they dismantled Chelsea. Where are Chelsea on the table at the moment? Because they've lost back-to-back games. Chelsea, what are they on the table? So Chelsea currently are what is Chelsea on the table? Chelsea are 8th on the table at the moment, and Brighton Hove Albion are 10th on the table. So Chelsea, they're not doing too well and they're not doing too bad at the same time. They can, there's room for improvement. But at this rate, with the defense, their defense fragilities, they seem like they might be in trouble because they are facing Liverpool. Who are they facing next? I think they're facing, I can't remember who they're facing next. But with their defensive fragilities, they need to improve on their defense. The next game was Crystal Palace Liverpool. Like I said, it's all the big teams. Most of the big teams lost today. Crystal Palace Liverpool. It's like at this moment, Crystal Palace are starting to be the Liverpool, the boogeyman for Liverpool, because they beat Liverpool in I think it was the FA Cup final, if I'm not wrong. They beat Liverpool, and now they beat Liverpool again today. At first, when Liverpool equalized, that was like, here we go. Because you know Liverpool, for some reason, you can lead them 89 minutes of a game, and in the final minutes they just seem to score, and then in the 90 plus something minutes then they'll score another goal to win the game. You know, they just have these things that champions have. But today it didn't work for them. It didn't work for them. It was actually the reverse today. So the first person to score today for during the Crystal Palace Liverpool game, and by the way, Crystal Palace were playing at home. Sarr scored the first goal in the 9th minute, and then Chiesa scored, equalized for Chelsea, for Liverpool, in the 87th minute. And at that point, I was thinking, okay, it's probably going to end a draw, 1-1, you know. And then in the 90 plus 7 minutes, Eddie Nketiah, of all people, scored a wonderful goal, wonderful control, and a nice volley to win the game. And let me see, Crystal Palace, they are second on the table. Crystal Palace are second on the table. Liverpool are still first on the table. That's crazy that Crystal Palace are second on the table. And you have to remember that Crystal Palace, they lost Eze, who was one of their, you know, one of their best players. But Crystal Palace they are an incredible team. You know, they have Sarr, they have some good players. They have some good players for in that team. You know, they have Eddie Nketiah. You know, they have some guys. They have Henderson. Henderson made some incredible saves as well. I didn't watch the game, but I watched the highlights. Henderson made some incredible saves. They have Guehi, who gave the assist for Crystal Palace second goal. Obviously, they have Matete. You know, they have Mateta, who is an incredible striker. You know, they have Jeremy Pino. So they have some guys. They have Adam Wharton, who is one of the most underrated midfielders in the Premier League. So they have some guys. Crystal Palace. So the next game, well, Leeds United AFC Bournemouth. That game ended in a 2-2 draw. The game was played in at Elland Road, which is Leeds United Stadium. Game ended in a 2-2 draw. You know, and Bournemouth were very incredible. Remember, last season they were like the dark horses, and the way the game went was Semenyo, very incredible player, very incredible player, arguably the best player in Bournemouth. He scored the first goal for Bournemouth in the 26th minute, and then Rodon for Leeds equalized in the 37th minute of the game. Then in the 54th minute of the game, Longstaff for Leeds United scored, which, you know, they equalized and took the lead. And then in the 90 plus 3 minutes, Krupi, I don't know how his name is pronounced, for Bournemouth, equalized, and the game ended in a 2-2 draw. I didn't watch that game. Then the next game today was the Manchester City Burnley. Total destruction. Manchester City ate them alive. Haaland scored 2 goals today. Matheus Nunes scored a goal as well, and Burnley had 2 own goals. By it seems like by the same player, Steve, however way his name is pronounced. He had a own goal in the 12th minute and an own goal in the 65th minute. That's crazy. And Burnley scored their goal in the 38th minute. Well, it doesn't even matter. They were dominated today. 5-1. totally outclassed. And Manchester City, they are 6th on the table at the moment, and Burnley are 17th at the moment. Burnley are 17th. Hopefully they don't go they don't go back to relegation again. With the way things are going, it's not looking good for them, mate. It's not looking good for them. The next game was the Nottingham Forest Sunderland game. Sunderland won that match. They won that match. An assist by Granit Xhaka. And Alderweireld, if I'm pronouncing his name well, he scored in the 38 minutes to give Sunderland the lead. And Nottingham Forest couldn't respond. And it's crazy because what is going on with Nottingham Forest? Like, what is going on with them? They were incredible last season. They even made it into Europe. And now, I don't know what's going on. It seems like ever since they sacked their coach, in Nuno, they sacked Nuno, and things have just been going left for them. Let me see what they are on the table at the moment. Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are, where are they on the table? Nottingham Forest are 16th on the table at the moment. 16th on the table. That's not good because they did very well last season. So for them to be 16th on the table, that's crazy. And Sunderland are 4th on the table. Wow. Sunderland that just came from relegation are 4th on the table. They've played 6 games, they've won 3, they've drawn 2 and lost only 1. Wow. Wow. Well, it's still early on in the season. It's still a long season. But so far, Sunderland are doing very well. Are doing very, very well. And the last game in the Premier League today was the Tottenham Wolverhampton Wanderers. I actually watched that game because I wanted to see, I wanted to see Tolu play, whom is the new striker for Wolverhampton, the Nigerian striker. So I really tuned into that game to watch him play, but he came in from the bench. So Wolverhampton took the lead early. Well, not early, but they took the lead in the 54th minute of the game by a goal by Bueno, and they defended well. They defended well. They had some good chances themselves, which I think they should have actually scored another goal, to be fair. But that's the thing in the Premier League. If you don't take your chances, you're going to pay, and they did pay today. They didn't lose the game, but they drew. Joao Paulinho scored a goal in the 90 plus 4 minutes. A very incredible goal, very, very incredible goal to even the tally 1-1, and that's how the game ended. I actually was thinking Wolverhampton were going to hold on. It's very painful when you've been leading a game for majority of the match, and then in like the 94th minute, that is now when you concede. It's painful. It's painful. Let's see where they are on the table. Where's Tottenham? So Tottenham are 3rd on the table. They are currently 3rd on the table. They've played 6 games. They've won 3, drawn 2, lost 1. So that's good. That's good. Wolverhampton are currently last on the table. They are 20th on the table. They've played 6 games, won 0, drawn 1, lost 5. They might have to sack their coach. With the way they are going, if they don't change something, they are going to end up relegating. Wolverhampton are not doing good at all. So those are the run of games that took place today. Currently, the highest goal scorers in the Premier League, the top 5. First is Erling Haaland, not surprising, with 8 goals. Semenyo with 4 goals. Anthony for Burnley with 4 goals. Thiago for Brentford, who scored 2 goals today. He has his 4 goals as well. The 5th is Ekitike with 3 goals. And yeah, then he goes down from there. More other games tomorrow. So the games tomorrow are, I know Arsenal are playing tomorrow. Some very good games tomorrow as well. So Aston Villa, Fulham are playing 2 o'clock tomorrow, and Newcastle, Arsenal. So Newcastle will be playing at home against Arsenal. So that should be an incredible game as well. Because currently Arsenal have dropped on the table. Let me see where they are on the table. Arsenal are, I think I just saw it now. Arsenal are pardon me. Arsenal are currently 7th on the table. Arsenal are currently 7th on the table. They've played 5 games. They've won 3, drawn 1, and lost 1. So if Arsenal wins tomorrow, they are back in 2nd place. Really, if they win tomorrow, yeah, they win tomorrow, they are back in 2nd place. So it will be a very tough game because Newcastle are no pushovers. They are currently 15th on the table. They are not doing well either. So, but notwithstanding, they are a very good team. Defensively, midfield, they have a good striker now. They have a good keeper. So, it's going to be a tough game. But I dub Arsenal to win because I'm an Arsenal fan, right? I'm an Arsenal and Real Madrid fan. So, you know. So yeah, that's about it, man, with the Premier League roundup. I just wanted to, this would be something I'll do currently on my, I'll do my best to do on my channel. Always give a Premier League roundup during the weekend for both Saturday and Sunday games. And yeah, that's really about it, man. Please like the video. It helps to push the algorithm to other people. I'm trying to build this channel up brick by brick. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe so you can get notifications when I release videos. And keep it locked on this channel, man. Until next time, peace.